Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy MF Crypto here, aka Quanstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father. Once again. And as always, I'm on a mission to help you build generational wealth. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow Quant fam community. And for those of you who may be tuning in for the very first time, welcome in as well. I have an explosive Quant Network video update for you today. Project Rialto, retail cross-border payments valued at over $800 billion per year and growing. Guys, I'm going to be diving deep into an official documentation release from the Bank of International Settlements themselves and queuing you up for Quant Network's involvement in previous sandbox experimentation phases with Project Icebreaker and Project Rosalind. Quant Network continues to have significant and direct involvement when it comes to the Bank of International Settlements. We are starting to see a true changing of the guard from the archaic payment system and financial infrastructure of the past. We are making that quantum leap into the future with the GOD token QNT. This is bigger than crypto itself, and you need to be clued into it, guys. I never ask you to do it. If you really want your bags to pump and you want to take this asset to the next level where we all know it belongs, hit that subscribe button so that we can reach the masses and really start to onboard the rest of retail. Currently trading at 93.35, down about 1.52% on that daily chart, guys. Switching gears over to the weekly, we're looking mainly bullish here. Not exceedingly so, but since that Oracle announcement and their direct partnership leveraging Quant Network's patented overledger technology, we are starting to see heads turn. Investors are understanding, wow, this project truly is a game changer, and they don't want to be left behind. Continue to DCA and have some fiat parked on the sidelines for when we see the massive cataclysmic global economic crash that I am all but certain is just on the horizon. Let's dive into that big documentation I was telling you about. This is from the Digital Pound Foundation, Project Rialto, Advancing Instant Cross-Border Payments with Central Bank Money Settlement. This was published on the 14th of February, just a couple of days ago. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS, has released an interim report on Project Rialto, an initiative aimed at improving retail cross-border payments through interlinked instant payment systems and settlement in central bank money, CEBM, as part of a broader effort to enhance payment efficiency globally. This project explores ways to reduce costs, enhance speed, and improve transparency in cross-border transactions. The challenges of retail cross-border payments. Cross-border retail payments valued at over $800 billion annually remain costly, slow, and complex. Unlike domestic transactions, these payments face significant friction due to compliance requirements, foreign exchange FX processes, and market infrastructure inefficiencies. Project Rialto specifically addresses FX and settlement-related barriers, proposing an automated FX conversion layer combined with tokenized CEBM settlement. Project Rialto's approach. The initiative is a collaborative effort between the BIS Innovation Hub's Eurosystem and Singapore centers, along with central banks from France, Italy, Malaysia, and Singapore. It builds upon previous research on instant payments and tokenized financial infrastructures, with a focus on interlinking instant payment systems to allow real-time cross-border transactions, automating FX conversion through a transnational network, reducing liquidity and settlement risks, using tokenized central bank money as a safe and efficient settlement asset. A key component of the project is testing whether an automated FX layer can streamline payment chains, making transactions faster and less reliant on costly intermediaries. The proof of concept will examine how IPS can be seamlessly integrated with next-generation market infrastructure. Guys, as I have continued to touch on in the past few videos, we are starting to go global with Quant Network's overledger system. This technology has been recognized long ago as the de facto upgrade for the financial infrastructure of our planet and the new digital era that is about to come online in the coming years. France, Italy, Malaysia, Singapore, we already know the United Kingdom well involved. Euro system, the European Union knows exactly who Gilbert Verdian is, and they understand that he has the regulatory compliance met. This project is leaps and bounds ahead of any other crypto project. They are leaving everything and everyone else in the dust. As I said just a little earlier on in this video, once the global reset occurs, Quant Network, the digital renaissance, and tokenization of assets will be the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Cross-border transactions are going nowhere. It's an archaic system that needs a definite and immediate upgrade. They know that Quant Network is that solution and monumental upgrade, and so do we, guys. We are so far ahead of the ball game. Continue to keep your eyes on the prize. Never financial advice, but DCA, dollar cost average, into this asset if you believe in it as much as Big Papa Quantstradamus does. He shepherds the flock. He's here for you. Don't ever get it twisted. Potential benefits and considerations by automating FX conversion and leveraging CEBM. Project Rialto aims to lower transaction costs for consumers and businesses, improve access to cross-border payment services, particularly for remittances, enhance security and efficiency through tokenization and programmable financial systems. However, the project must also navigate regulatory challenges, digital fraud risks, and potential liquidity concerns. The report outlines considerations for governance, compliance, and risk management that must be addressed for widespread adoption. No other project or company in the blockchain industry and financial world checks off every single one of those boxes other than Gilbert Verdian and Quant Network. Might want to start getting your ducks in a row if you haven't already, guys. Next steps. The interim report provides a detailed examination of the project's objectives and methodology, with further insights to be shared in the final phase. Future developments will focus on refining the POC, testing integration with financial market infrastructures, and assessing the real-world viability of tokenized CEBM for cross-border transactions. Now, we're going to go over to the full paper. This is from the BIS Innovation Hub. Guys, as you can see here, just a few big boy names here, as previously mentioned: the Bank of Italy, Bank of Malaysia, Bank of France, Monetary Authority of Singapore. These are central banks and massive financial players that hold enormous power in their own countries and jurisdictions and entire continents. Executive summary. The retail cross-border payments market is valued at more than $800 billion of transactions per year and growing. Despite this, retail cross-border transactions lag domestic ones in terms of cost, speed, access, and transparency because of the complex processes they involve. This complexity comes from a number of factors, including compliance, market infrastructure, foreign exchange services, and settlement assets and procedures. Project Rialto targets FX and settlement-related frictions in retail cross-border payments. The project's goal is to develop a proof of concept to demonstrate the technical feasibility of retail cross-border payments using interlinked instant payment systems together with an automated FX wholesale conversion layer that allows the use of central bank money as a safe settlement asset. Project Rialto has two main contributions. First, it will show how an automated FX conversion layer with settlement and CEBM can help simplify the payment chain and reduce a number of risks such as liquidity, credit, and settlement risks, potentially reducing the cost of retail cross-border payments. Second, the project will combine instant payment systems with a next-generation tokenized market infrastructure for CEBM settlement. Such integration raises some specific challenges and design considerations, which will be addressed in the development phase and form an integral part of the project's contributions to improving cross-border payments. This report outlines the main features and challenges in the retail cross-border payments market, identifying the main policy and technical aspects to be considered in Project Rialto. Details of the proof of concept as well as findings from the experiment will be described in the final project report. Project Rialto is a collaboration between the BIS Innovation Hub Eurosystem and Singapore centers, the Bank of France, Bank of Italy, Bank Negara Malaysia, the Central Bank of Malaysia, and the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We're starting to bring different continents together here, guys. Bank of International Settlements is driving the future of global finance. The experiments are being done in the background. The upgrades have already been decided on. This is no longer conjecture or theory. They will implement these massive upgrades to the global financial system in short order. It was always the plan and will remain the plan. Improving cross-border payments is an international policy target for the G20. Achieving cheaper, faster, more transparent, and more accessible cross-border payments would have widespread benefits for citizens and economies worldwide, while also supporting economic growth, international trade, global development, and financial inclusion. The policy implications of undertaking such efforts can be valued at several billion dollars, given the size of the global cross-border payments market. World Bank. In the European Union, the European Commission has stressed the importance of improving the efficiency of cross-border payments and its Capital Markets Union Action Plan and its retail payment strategy. Previous literature on financial market infrastructure and payment system has identified the interlinking of instant payment systems and the interoperability of central bank money arrangements as the most promising methods to make cross-border payments immediate, cheap, universal, and settled using a safe settlement medium. Guys, the interoperability of central bank money arrangements is going to be processed and handled by Quant Network and Quant Network alone. It's been decided. Their direct involvement with the Bank of International Settlements in multiple experimentation phases, and it will come out in the future that they are involved in Project Rialto as well. Every single time in the past when I've made a prediction or told you that Quant Network was directly involved, it came to fruition. It came to light later on down the road. They are bigger than crypto itself. While previous technical experiments looked at these methods separately, Project Rialto will experiment with how they can interact with one another to help improve cross-border payments. More specifically, the project will explore how to improve instant cross-border payments using wholesale central bank money settlement on a tokenized platform. In outlining the main features and challenges in the retail cross-border payments market, this report identifies the main policy and technical aspects to be considered in Project Rialto. Project Rialto builds on previous work conducted by the BIS Innovation Hub focused on cross-border payments. The project's goal is to develop a novel solution for cross-border payments with central bank money settlement and an automated foreign exchange conversion layer. To this end, the project will develop a modular FX component that will be used to test cross-border transactions using simulated interlinked IPS. The hypothesis to be tested is whether a transnational tokenized network might enable the exchange of currencies at the time a cross-border payment is being made, thus simplifying the currency trading and conversion processes. The use of domestic IPS could ensure speed and reachability for all payment service providers, while the use of tokenized CEBM as a safe settlement asset could mitigate liquidity, credit, and settlement risk, and streamline the payment chain, potentially driving down the overall cost of cross-border transactions. All payment service providers. Keyword, all. The contribution of Project Rialto is twofold. First, the project will show how an automated FX conversion layer with settlement in CEBM could help simplify the payment chain and reduce a number of risks such as liquidity, credit, and settlement risks, potentially reducing the cost of retail cross-border payments. Second, Project Rialto will combine instant payment systems with a next-generation market infrastructure for CEBM settlement. Such integration raises some specific challenges and design considerations, which will be addressed in the development phase and form an integral part of the project's contributions to improving cross-border payments. Proposed approach. Project Rialto aims to demonstrate the technical feasibility of retail cross-border payments using interlinked IPS together with an automated FX wholesale conversion layer that allows the use of CEBM as a safe settlement asset. More specifically, the project will develop a proof of concept that aims to prove the feasibility of the following functionality. Retail payments are initiated by the end users using their PSP or payment service providers, processed and cleared by domestic interlinked IPS. Currency trading and conversions are performed using a transnational network with an automated FX conversion layer and CEBM settlement. The two systems are integrated in an efficient and secure manner. Basically, what they could have just typed in there is Quant Network's overledger system. And that's being combined with payment service providers, as you see in bullet point number 3. The two systems are integrated in an efficient and secure manner. Again, they are still in a quote-unquote experimentation phase. They have clearly identified that Quant Network, with all the regulatory compliance that they've gone through, as well as the supremacy and capability of the patented overledger system, it is crystal clear at this moment in time that Quant Network is going to be the bridge that sits on top that allows for the conversions and real-time settlement It is truly a one-of-one project. It is a generational wealth opportunity beyond anything you will ever see again in your lifetime. Do not allow this opportunity to pass you by. Experiment scope and landscape. While previous BIS Innovation Hub projects have initiated the technical investigation on these topics, more work is needed to improve FX trading and settlement as a cornerstone of cross-border payments and address several remaining shortcomings. Examples are the need to maintain a pre-funded pool of different currencies at correspondent banks in multiple countries, and the limits to the scalability and reachability of decentralized solutions as well as their interoperability with existing market infrastructures. The development of the modular FX component will consider reusability aspects, meaning that the component should allow integration with multiple payment infrastructures, including alternatives to IPS, as explained in Section 4. In this context, the project can provide insights on how transaction automation can expand the set of possible contracting outcomes and ultimately improve the efficiency of financial market infrastructures. A crucial aspect will be addressing the economic viability of the candidate FX conversion mechanisms, potentially in collaboration with relevant stakeholders in the private and public sector. In this regard, the project will provide insights on whether automated FX conversion mechanisms can be viable in the current market and how they can be practicable to FX market operators and PSPs. Additionally, Project Rialto combines an existing market infrastructure with settlement in a programmable platform. Such an integration raises some specific challenges and design aspects, which will be addressed in the development phase and form an integral part of the project's contributions to improving cross-border payments. Existing experiments in this field have focused on domestic payments interoperability, aka Quant Network Overledger. Most prominently, the Eurosystem's exploratory work on new technologies for wholesale central bank money settlement explores 3 interoperability type solutions to facilitate the interaction between target services and distributed ledger technology platforms. In addition, World Bank illustrated how CBDC systems can interoperate with existing retail payment systems through an interlinking bridge that was used to route messages and API calls among different systems. Yahtzee. The programmability features of DLT were used to link the settlement in CBDC to the transfer of funds in the IPS. Quant Network and Gilbert Verdian are the golden child of this new financial infrastructural overhaul of our planet. Connecting a legacy payment system to a tokenized platform. In legacy payment systems, assets are normally represented in a digital but non-tokenized form. In Project Rialto, such systems are combined with a transnational network where assets are tokenized. As a result, a cross-border payment will involve converting assets from non-tokenized into tokenized form and back. For example, a payment may start in one IPS, then be converted into tokens in a transnational network, where FX conversion and settlement takes place, and finally converted back again to non-tokenized form in the destination IPS. One option for this conversion is to have on and off ramps connecting the domestic IPS to the transnational ledger. Besides moving assets to from the tokenized platform, there is a need to exchange information with the legacy system for smooth handling of the payment process. Examples of information exchange are communicating preliminary exchange rates from the tokenized platform towards the legacy payment system so the payee can get an initial indication of the expected rate, communicating the final exchange rate and a transaction receipt once the settlement has taken place, indicating progress status of the process from the tokenized platform to the legacy system, indicating potential errors or initiating a revert. Current payment systems based on a flow of messages and instructions can in principle be connected to programmable platforms through standardized APIs and remote procedure call. They're trying to make this new system for the banks and legacy systems as easy as possible to make the conversion. They have built out the back end and provided the technological leap. Quant Network's Overledger system plays an integral role and an absolutely vital one in this new tokenization infrastructure. And here is a visualization of the standardized APIs enable interoperability between old and new systems. Bank A and Bank B ledger to Bank A and Bank B account central bank ledger. With the APIs, we make the smart contract execution environment, provider C ledger, provider D ledger, non-money asset partition. They are allowing for a brand new financial system that allows for far more creativity and personalization of the assets that not only you hold, but the banks hold as well. As regards the FX conversion process inherent to cross-currency payments, this report refers to 3 key phases. 1. Currency trading relates to the determination of the exchange rate for a given cross-currency payment prior to its settlement. 2. Currency conversion relates to the way a previously identified currency conversion rate is used during the clearing and settlement processes. 3. Settlement concerns the movement of funds between financial institutions in relation to a cross-currency payment and the discharging of payment obligations. Currency trading takes place in mature wholesale financial markets that have evolved in terms of technology over the past decades. For example, the increasing development of high-frequency trading has contributed to market depth and supported the creation of many new market participants. However, the process through which wholesale currency trading activity underpins the currency conversion and settlement processes in retail payments is currently inefficient, lacks transparency from a pricing perspective, and is responsible for some of the frictions observed in today's cross-border payments market, as outlined in the G20 roadmap. Although existing PVP arrangements such as continuous link settlement have made significant progress in reducing settlement risk, they are not available to all segments of the FX market, such as emerging market and development economy currencies, in which trading has increased in recent years. In parallel, as the cross-border payments market strives to move towards real-time settlement, there has been a focus in the market for same-day or even instant PVP services that allow for fast and reliable access to liquidity in foreign currency. I'm going to jump ahead here, guys. Feel free to go through the BIS's Innovation Hub documentation release here that I have been addressing in this video at your own leisure. I don't have time to go through every single line of this, and I think it'll tune out some of the viewers and listeners as well, because there is a ton of critical information released in this. They had to outline every single thing so that you understand how this process works. It's extremely technical and complex, but that's exactly what Quant Network is aiming to do, to break down the complexity and make this as simplified as possible for not only the end user, but the banks themselves to onboard this technology and really upgrade the current legacy system in place. FX services and technological experiments to provide the background against which Project Rialto will be developed and to set out its expected contribution. This section reviews how recent technological experiments have modeled FX services in the context of cross-border payments, both retail and wholesale. While in the few existing multi-currency systems, FX conversion services are provided by central banks. In most technological experiments, FX services are assumed to be provided by financial intermediaries, including commercial banks or other PSPs, while other projects have explored the role of automated on-chain solutions. This section reviews the existing approaches used to model FX services in the context of experimental work and POCs conducted in the public and private sectors. Table 2 summarizes the main characteristics of BIS Innovation Hub projects on cross-border payments in terms of infrastructure and FX trading and settlement features, and provides a comparison with Project Rialto. Other projects developed by the central banking community outside the Innovation Hub network and in the private sector are also reviewed below. And as you can see here, guys, we have Project Icebreaker, Project Agora, two major projects that Quant Network were involved in. Quant Network has already been chosen and identified as the interoperability solution provider and bridge to this new financial system that allows it all cohesively to interoperate together. And the other interesting thing here, guys, we saw with Icebreaker the retail benefits. With Agora, we saw the wholesale benefits, the capability to effectively service both sides of the coin, retail and wholesale, is exactly what the BIS is looking for and what the major financial power players and fat cat bankers need in order to unveil and roll out this new financial system. And with Rialto, we are rolling it back to the retail phase. FX services are now automated. The infrastructure is a combination of legacy and next-gen systems, and this is the true breakthrough. Once Quant Network establishes in Project Rialto that the legacy and next-gen infrastructures can make that transition seamlessly and effectively and in a timely manner, it is truly ball game over for any other potential interoperability solution provider. Quant Network is the biggest winner of this tokenization and digital assets renaissance that we are seeing, guys. I need you to understand it. The writing is so clearly on the wall. I'm excited for each and every single one of you out there listening to this video right here, right now, because we are in the infancy stage, but we are going to start ramping up exponentially in the next few years. I believe by 2026, we are going to start seeing a beta phase rollout of many of the overledger's perks and benefits in some of these jurisdictions that are on board, such as the UK, Singapore, Bank of Italy, Bank of France, etc. We are beginning to see these banks take tokenization and blockchain technology and leveraging it for their own benefit. Get your ducks in a row, ladies and gentlemen. This is the generational wealth opportunity of our lifetimes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another feature presentation by MF Crypto, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father, the number one source for all your quant network needs. I'll see you next episode. Cheers.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process.
A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another.
If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you're gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you're gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.